We've got Bill Apter right here, and ladies and gentlemen, we have got CM Punk!
That's yours. This is mine. Tango instead of Phantom this time. I love Phantom. That's the Office Championship belt. You want a shot at the belt? No? All right, there's your mic. You know what I always wanted to ask you?
What did you always want to ask
This
me?
has nothing to do with what you do in the ring. How many piercings do you have on your body?
Currently?
Currently on your body, how many piercings?
6.
6. And how many tattoos?
I have no idea.
No idea. You lost count?
Yeah. That's boring. I waste everybody's time if I sat up here and tried to count my tattoos.
Do we want to see his tattoos?
Nah, it's.
No.
We'll have a contest at the show.
Guess the tattoo.
You can all guess how many tattoos I have, and you can write it on a piece of paper. We'll throw it in a big jug at the end of the. We'll pull out a number, and whoever's closest, without going over or under, wins.
I will give them a copy of my DVD. How about that? There
That's
you
not
go.
much of a prize.
I know, but we'll try it anyway. Wait a minute. First question from the audience out there. Right down over here,
Ooh,
John.
Black glove.
Yes.
Okay, guys, step aside. We're coming
the
through.
claw hold.
Brickhouse Brown.
The claw. I was thinking Blackjack Lanza.
All right, mate, you're going to love this question. What's your favourite alcoholic drink of all time?
Your favorite alcoholic drink?
Next question, because that guy's a douchebag.
Sir, you have been labeled. Next question.
Okay, guys, hands up.
Like the black glove didn't give it away. He had to go ahead and open his mouth.
John, all the way in the
Okay.
back. Gentlemen, up. Come meet John
him.
halfway.
Here we go. Who's got it?
Quarter of the way. There he goes, right back there.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you're going to do any more work with TNA at any point.
Well, it's not up to me, but I'm not exactly looking for work. I'm comfortable where I am. If they call and it makes sense for me to go, I'd go, but I'm not calling them. So it's who knows? Maybe yes, maybe no.
Gentleman right over here. Hang on, John, I've got it.
How long have you been wrestling yourself, and why did you start wrestling?
You've never wrestled yourself.
I've been wrestling for like 6-7 years now, and I started because it's the only thing I ever wanted to do. Yeah, I never wanted a real job. I wanted to be a wrestler. So here I am.
If you could not become a wrestler and you had to get a real job, was there something else?
It's a question that doesn't even compute with me because this is all I've ever wanted to do, and this is all I ever plan on doing.
Okay.
So, well, I had a job at a comic shop once. That was pretty cool. So I guess if I lost my legs, I just have to go work at the comic shop again.
Where was that comic shop?
I was in Chicago.
Okay, all right, just checking. Right over here, this gentleman. Come on up over here.
Okay, we're coming. Step aside, guys. Excuse me. Sorry to apologise. 1 second.
Right, Punk, I'm a huge fan.
We've had mic problems here. Go ahead.
Okay. You're probably going to hate me for asking you this question.
Probably.
But
Do you hate him in advance?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I've got really 2 words, and I want you to kind of like expound on them. Teddy Hart.
Teddy Hart.
It's not even a big deal anymore. I worked with Teddy. We didn't work with each other, but I worked on a show back in October with him in Jersey. We buried the hatchet. It's no big deal. It's pretty, water under the bridge, as they say.
That answer your question? Okay. Gentleman right in front over here.
Hi there, I enjoy your work and everything. Quick question, the gimmick apart, do you actually think you're better than us if we drink?
No, I don't actually think. Somebody over there shook my hand and took my picture and called me a legend, and I politely asked them not to do that because I don't think I'm really anybody. I mean, I'm certainly not bigger than wrestling. I'm not bigger than Christopher Daniels or AJ Styles or Samoa Joe. I like what I do, and for some reason I think a lot of the fans either love me or they really, really hate me. And as long as I'm generating some sort of an emotional response, I must be doing something right, So I just like to keep doing what I'm doing. So I don't think I'm better than anybody else.
If you were on
except the guy with the glove.
If you were on the outside looking in, what do you like best about yourself in terms of work, and what do you dislike most about yourself?
I don't like anything about my work. I think I'm rubbish, right? You know, I'm my worst critic. So there's very seldomly stuff that I actually like. There's a laundry list of stuff I need to improve on. I'm always trying to improve on my body. Just trying to work on different stuff so I don't get stale, and work on my quickness and my speed. Just execution of moves, and I think if I was good at anything, it would be probably telling a story. You know, I have trouble with the shorter matches because I'm more comfortable in a setting where I can have a long period of time, then maybe 15, 20 minutes to tell a more involved wrestling story. So that'd probably be my best asset, I would imagine.
Next question. Back there.
Okay, excuse me, here we come.
Yes. Are you getting back there, John? Let John get through, please. Thank you.
Hi.
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 Oh.
Why did you decide on the straight edge gimmick in the ring?
It's because it's not a gimmick. It's me. So it's like I'm a very what you see is what you get kind of person. Right. If you appreciate what I do, that's cool. If you don't like me, I don't really have time for you. I kind of just will blow you off. It's the same way in the ring. It's the way I've ever. I've been the same way since I was like a little kid, you know what I'm saying? And it only made sense for me to be myself in the ring. That's when I'm more comfortable, is when I'm myself, and I can't really act or portray to be somebody else, so it only made sense to bring the straight edge thing into the ring with me.
Back there, gentleman up on the steps over there. How many seconds will it take John to get... There we go.
All right, mate. The name was mentioned earlier. Just wonder what you think of Heidenreich as a wrestler, or do you think he should go back to his old job of being lead singer of Erasure?
I missed the joke. Lead singer of what?
Looks like
who?
Andy Bell.
Heidenreich is madness. He's crazy and he's funny.
Let me tell you something about Heidenreich.
Honestly, the only time I've ever seen him wrestle is in 01. So I've never seen any of his stuff from New York, honestly.
No matter what you think of Heidenreich,
Well, put it this way. The tag team in 01 was Heidenreich and Nathan Jones. Oh, yeah. Samoa Joe knows what I'm talking about. Heidenreich and Nathan Jones.
The story is, back in the 70s, Vince McMahon Sr. would have made Heidenreich a huge star. Somebody that big, whether they could wrestle or not wrestle, was always giant fodder for whoever the champion was at that time.
I will say, however, I did hear a rumor that one of the SmackDown writers wanted to make Heidenreich an SS Nazi that was frozen in a block of ice. Now, wait. I think this is fucking brilliant. Think about it. Like, how over the top and ludicrous is that if they just bring this guy out? And I think the year that they said in the sheet was like 1937. So meaning he got frozen in a block of ice in like 37 before like the whole Third Reich and World War II. So he comes out, and of course he's going to be a wrestler. And everybody hates him because he's a Nazi. But he's like, what? I didn't do anything wrong. Because he didn't. He was frozen in a block of ice. So he's like happy Nazi guy. He just thinks Nazi's a political party. I think it would have been brilliant. It would have been gold. They would have been so ridiculous.
Somebody's going to post this on the UK fan forum thinking it's really going to happen.
Yeah, now the big rumor is going to be I'm a Nazi, right?
Okay. And you're sitting next to a Jew. This is pretty cool. Next. There.
Okay, I got this guy. I didn't think it was me, but I was going to ask, if Triple H asked you not to do the Pepsi plunge without a WWE contract being involved, would you say that's fine, Triple H? I won't do the Pepsi plunge.
Simple answer. No. That gentleman right over here with the
Hey, Bunk. Out of the guys on the indies that you've wrestled, who would you most like to see in ROH?
I think a lot of the guys that I like wrestling are already in ROH. I'd like to see, the first name that comes to mind I would like to see a lot more of is like Matt Sydal. I think Sydal is awesome. He's probably the next guy to hopefully break out. I know AJ always says he wants him in TNA. I want more of him in Ring of Honor. Delirious too, same with Daisy Hayes. Those three remind me of myself and like Cabana back in the day when we would drive all over the place. I mean, you figure they live in Missouri and they're driving all over hell in creation. They drive to Connecticut, they drive to Atlanta, they'll drive to Chicago. They'd drive here if they could, you know. So that to me is like the biggest thing. His work is there, his look is there, but he's got heart, you know, and they'll travel wherever they need to travel and wrestle for, you know, peanuts practically, and that's how you start, and that's what you got to do, and that's what you do to get noticed. And I really hope 2005 is a big year for Matt Sydal.
Did you have one guy who was your inspiration for getting into this business?
I always tell this story. The first memory I have is Roddy Piper busting a coconut, just smashing a coconut over Jimmy Snuka's head. And I remember watching this on TV thinking, man, those guys they're on TV. And I was so little that everybody on TV to me was a millionaire. So I was like, these guys are millionaires, and this guy just busted some fresh produce over this guy's head. This is what I want to do. I mean, I didn't imagine it then, like what they had to do, what the travel schedule was, how hard it was on their bodies. All I know is this guy just messed up this guy with a coconut, and he probably got paid $1 million to do it. So that's what I want to do. I wanted to hit people, and I wanted to get paid for it. So my original inspiration was Roddy Piper.
Well, you know, brother, that really hurt on my head with the coconut, brother.
Not nearly as incoherent as you should be, but...
Into Wonderland. Right there.
Hi, I was just wondering whether it worried you that you wouldn't be able to top the first 5-star rating you got, Dave Meltzer's 5-star, whether it worried you wouldn't be able to top it.
I'm not looking to top it. I wasn't looking to have a 5-star match. I was looking to have the best match that I possibly could with Joe at the time and tell the best story. I mean, the circumstances surrounding that match, we weren't supposed to have the second match until 12/4, which is the date we had the third match. And Carino got canceled off, had to do 0-1 commitments. So we found out we were doing the match like 3 days ahead of time. So we didn't even have time to prepare. We didn't, you know, I was hurt, Joe was hurt, and we just used all that and went out there and just tried to tell a story, you know, and it just so happens I think we told the best story we possibly could have at that time. I don't think we're looking to try to top anything. We certainly didn't go out there and try to top the first match because honestly we weren't really sure if we could. Same with the third match. We didn't go out there and say, hey, let's try to top the second match. We just tried to make sense of what we had already done and continue and, you know, progress the story. So now I'm not looking to try to get 6 stars or 5 1/4 or whatever. Star ratings are very arbitrary to me. I mean, some fans like the match. Some fans say it's not good. A lot of people like different things. I'm just glad so many people, you know, enjoyed the match.
Okay, next question. Over here, right in the center, John.
Over here. Okay, Bill, this is our last question. We're...
boo.
Why? I'm here all day.
During the Second City Saints, you kind of played the straight man to Colt Cabana. Was it quite difficult to keep a straight face at times? Because the guy's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny
Sometimes
guy.
it is, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes I was legit mad at Cabana, so it's kind of easy. I just gotta play off that. Sometimes it's very, very hard. He recently, in the trios tournament, we did in Ring of Honor. It was me, Steve Carino, and Cabana. Cabana had his own list that he did. You know, Steve Carino comes out to the ring and he normally has a big old long list that he reads off of. Cabana had his own list and he didn't tell us a single thing about it. He just went out there and did it. It was really hard to keep a straight face, especially with Carino right next to me cracking up, you know, elbowing me, come on, it's funny. And I was just, can't do it.
Good luck in your match at International Showdown tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk.
Thank you, everybody. Be safe. Enjoy the show. And go buy my DVDs and T-shirts, as well as Christopher Daniels and Samojos and
all around
some
the
guy named
periphery.
AJ Styles.